Menopause from head to toes, ladies and gentlemen, all things menopause. Let's talk about it, and I'm here to inform you of what to expect before it happens. And for those of you ladies who may be going through that beginning stages or in somewhere in the mid, and you have never heard someone express and talk about these symptoms and syndromes in details, and that's what I'm here for. So I'm really here to help out those ladies who are not there yet. There are some of those symptoms and syndromes in menopause that can actually make you think that you are going mad or crazy. So I'm here to help you out with that, so that you don't throw yourself into a frenzy and panic attacks when some of these symptoms comes on for the first time in your life. And we're going to talk on brickhead syndrome. You all remember that? I am long on coming in bringing this information to you. Brickhead syndrome. And then there we are also going to talk about formication. And you heard me correct. I did not say fornication. I said formication. So that word is spelled Formication. Formication. I personally call it the creepy crawlers syndrome. So let's talk about brickhead syndrome first. Feels like a concrete brick, not a red brick. A red brick is lighter. Brickhead syndrome feels like a concrete brick. It's placed on top of your head very heavy as you lay down to sleep. Feels like your head is going through your pillow and bed with heaviness. Unable to fall asleep due to uncomfortness. So, of course, if your head is feeling that heavy, like a big rock or a big stone, you won't be able to fall asleep due to uncomfortness because head is too heavy on pillow. Pillow feels hard. So even the pillow feels like a stone itself, and even the bed, because your head is now weighing extremely heavy. Immediately goes away when you sit up. So as you would find yourself jumping up, what's that? And as soon as you sit up on your bed, it goes away. As soon as you stand up, it goes away. From the split second that you decide to lay back down or lie down on your bed to fall asleep, there it comes again, a heavy concrete brick. Feeling is now rested on top of your head. So your head gets heavy like stone. Usually happens just before, this usually happens, ladies, just before a period, just before your monthlies is on arrival, or it can happen right after the period. Can last up to 3 days or 1 week over time. What do I mean by overtime? Well, as you know, I told you before, I'll say it again. All these symptoms comes and goes. So sometime it would come and then it may go away for 6 months, 8 months, and then show up its ugly self again. Rear its ugly head again. Now, I want to be very cautious and careful with this. It's not high blood pressure. It's not air pressure. It's not a water pressure. It is not nothing to do with some growth or cancerous growth in your head. Don't panic yourself unnecessarily. It's just a very stone head, heavy head. As a matter of fact, it's not even, it may not even be, it's exactly like a tension headache, but it's not a headache and it's not tension. So boy, oh boy, it's a menopause brickhead syndrome. Yeah, so it's not, you won't need a painkiller because you are not having a headache at this time. To be very deliberate and very descriptive, again, I'll go on repeat. It feels exactly like your head has turned into a heavy brick. That's all. And it only happens when you are lying down, so it prevents you from going to sleep when it happens. I tell you, ladies, there are some very weird symptoms when it comes to menopause. And solution, let's get to the solution. And well, from my first-hand experience, and my studies and research, as a matter of fact, this is the only symptom or syndrome that I have not found much information at all. Not much information at all on it, but it's real time. I have experienced it firsthand. And I probably got confirmation from one or two other ladies that it happened to them. And so what helped for me and worked for me, I'm giving it to you, solution and home hacks remedies. Soak your head with limacol. Now I know that, oh boy, there's the battle with doctors, scientists, and pharmaceutical aspects. They would say don't inhale vicks, but I'm telling you what worked for me. Vicks inhalation. So if you can get strong menthol, strong methanol and inhale it, well, of course, you wouldn't do it continuously for the whole night, but it will help you to fall asleep. It will ease up. It's actually making you feel like if the heaviness of the head is not there anymore. Soak in with limacol and menthol inhalation, Vicks inhalation. So you can try that. You don't need a painkiller because there is no headache, no head pain. Okay, so just those strong menthol and limacol feeling in the nostrils and on your nose, it's giving the relief for brickhead syndrome. Let's get on with it. Formication. I only have 4 minutes with you. Formication is creepy crawler syndrome. What is that? Feels like big roach. A big roach has just fly on and land on your head. The airport landing is your head. Feels like a big roach crawling on top of your head. Feels like insects crawling on your body. Due to hormonal imbalances, this happen, and a massive drop on estrogen, on that estrogen. So remember, menopause is mainly dealing with your hormones. Menopause, to describe it really, is your hormones are totally going haywire, big highs and big lows, drop on the estrogen in particular. And this is what naturally happens when you reach around that certain age between 40 to 50, reach between 45 to 55. Remember, I gave you an entire break period of 20 years, which would be starting from 140, looking straight to 60, could be the menopause gateway or bridge, right? It doesn't mean that it will last 20 years on, that's just the age bracket or age limit in which you can experience menopause, right? So it's because of that estrogen severe drop, you would feel as though crawling insects due to hormonal imbalances. Home hacks and remedies. So what happened? The creepy crawlers, mainly for me, it comes on the head. I'm telling you from first-hand experience, but you can also feel it in other parts of your body, and it actually feels like a roach is crawling on you. I know it sounds very scary, but I prefer to give you the knowledge of it instead of you having to experience it unexpectedly. All of a sudden, that would scare you even more. Home hacks remedies. Knowledge is power. Because you are warned about it beforehand right now, you don't have to go into a panic attack and think you are going mad when it actually happens. Well, Paula, what's the solution? Well, the solution to help with this situation, well, remember, it will happen. So you can't avoid it. But there are things you can do to probably try to address, which would be taking magnesium. Magnesium will directly administrate to balancing your nervous system, because why you are feeling this crawling stuff is because your nerves are now moving out of control on your body because of the imbalance of the hormones. Yes, the hormones has to do with the nervous system also. So take magnesium, and you want to get with your B complex. Super B is the B's with all the B's. Try that. Be blessed for now.